Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. If you are new here, you're welcome. Today I'm walking you through your sewing machine. If you're new to sewing, of course your sewing machine comes with a manual and also a foot pedal or your presser foot. And mine is the Elna 220 Explore. It's actually a basic machine. Of course, there are some fancy machines out there, but for starting out, this is the one I've been using. And of course, I browsed through your manual. I know it's something boring, but there are really helpful tips in there. Okay, so that's the presser foot and the needle plate. And yeah, and that's your foot pressure dial, and it's usually on 3 actually. That's like the standard. It's the machine from the side, and that's the stitch knob with a couple of selections for your stitching, straight stitch, zigzag, and so on. So and that's your stitch width and your reverse pedal for back stitching. And these are your pins for your thread and bobbin winder thing. And that's your flywheel. You actually control that if you lower your needle down and up. And of course your switch. And also you have measurements on the bottom in inches and also centimeters, which is actually cool. Okay, so now you have your accessory box with a couple of tiny tools, some how do you call this? You know you know what I mean. Your bobbin and a manual button hole tool. That's a foot for an invisible zipper. And when you open there, that's the bobbin case. So it's got a tiny latch. You just like pull it and then you take it out. It looks like that. That's the latch. And putting it back in that tiny hole should literally match the pin. And you just release it. Okay, so now we come to threading the bobbin. Take your thread, you put it in this like screw thing. There's a tiny gap in between. You take your bobbin like so, and there's a tiny latch or entrance which matches on the pin as well. I'm sure you can see it. And then you pull it to the right. And you press your pedal. That's how the thread winds in. out before you do the bobbing. You pull it out, and then when you're done, you pull it back in, otherwise your machine won't sew. Okay, now we put back the bobbin in the bobbin case, and you feed the thread. There's some kind of latch or a hook. You literally just pull your thread in and then you hook it so it's really attached. So remember, just match the center, pull out the latch, and then put it on and release, and it should make some kind of a sound, like a clicking sound. So then that's really it's hooked onto the thing and it's secure. Okay, and now we get to threading the machine. So you take your thread, and there are actually numbers from the top. You can see there's a 1, then there's a 2, and then 3, 4. So that's the 1. Take the thread, feed it in, and then that's a 2. You go up, put it onto the hook, and then that's the 4. You go down on that thing. You can see and also a tiny hook on the side. Okay, so that's a closer look. Now we thread the needle. You pull the needle threader down, and then there's a hook. Probably with your machine, just refer to your manual as well, but it's quite easy. So you pull it up, and then pull out the thread. It's kind of fiddly. Usually I actually just use my hands to thread my needle. You lift your presser foot and then feed the thread through and take it to the back. Now we have to pull out the thread from the bobbin case. So what you do is turn your wheel towards you, so you can see it moving. The wheel is being turned, and then turn it back, and that catches the thread from underneath. Now you just pull it out, and take both threads behind, and that's it. You close your case, put back your extension table, and then you can test out your stitching. Tiny piece of fabric. I like to sew on a 2 to 3 my stitch length, and just test out, the straight stitch, the zigzag, and basically just practice how to sew in a straight line. Don't forget to back stitch. So it's quite easy, guys. All you have to do is practice. As long as you like what you do, you have the passion for it, you're good. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you like my video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and also turn on your notification bell so you are informed every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you, guys. Bye.